Hi, this is Jim from JR Clocker on eBay, coming back to you with a quick little video about how we use 6-bit to empower our sales. And this is what we've done here. I set up a report. 6-bit is a tool that we use to list items on eBay, but it also keeps track of our sales and so forth. Okay. Over me. Okay, so I have I use Google Drive, and I have set up a spreadsheet here, Google Sheets, and on this it's a lot bigger than this, but this is what I'm just gonna take this line here. The name of the purchase, we purchased from Barry. That's all we put in there, Barry. Everybody knows who Barry is in here. You guys don't know who he is. Anyway, the purchase happened in June of 2017. Oof, wow, having a rough day today. Anyway, we paid around $3,000. We paid $3,000. The code for Barry is BR, kind of make it easy. Anyway, to date we've sold 1,332 items for $42,031.12, and that's, I updated it just a little short while ago. We're doing the end of the month reports, or beginning of month reports, however you want to say it. It's the 3rd of March. I took a stupid pill this morning. But anyway, also over here, this isn't actual up to date yet, but we sold about $32 an item, average sale price. We have probably 120 items up. We probably have maybe more, maybe less right now. I didn't update this today. So that equates to about $3,840 in potential sales ahead. I always put that in, kind of cool. That's just a little bit for me. Anyway, we have still a lot more to sell from this purchase. We've been, again, selling it for a couple years now, almost 3. Anyway, in a return of $42,000 on a $3,000 investment. Yeah, you wish you could do that well in the stock market, especially these days. Anyway, this is something that I set up. Again, on Google, I keep track of this stuff. It gives me running totals. I have a ton. I'll just give you an example. This is line 25. I probably have 70 lines in this file. Anyway, maybe more. Anyway, so this is where I put the information. And again, it gives me a running total at the bottom of the page. But the main thing I look at, that's just for, laughs. But the main thing I'm looking at is this ratio right here. And a recent one, if I'd put a recent one up, it may have like $5,000. It may have $1,000 worth of sales so far. I like to keep track of it because it's on Google Docs. Or Google Drive. It is on my phone. It's on my iPad, it's on laptops, it's everywhere. Anywhere I can get to my Google Drive, I know. So if I'm sitting at an auction and I go, wow, I bought a lot of this same stuff at Barry, I can look up Barry and go, yeah, I think I better start buying. Anyway, that's what that does. All right, so I'm gonna go over here, and this is hiding all this private information that I don't want you guys to see. All right. But anyway, over here, you right click. This is me. All right. In 6-bit, this is the ship orders view, meaning this is stuff that's sold. It looks different when you have it in the workflow, but I can't show you that because it gives out people's phone numbers and email addresses and eBay user numbers and all that stuff, and I don't want to do that. So I had this set up this way so you can see. If I right click on this, which I'm not going to do right now because it may expose all this, I didn't test that. But right click at that, you get to pick what you want to look for. And what we look for is BR. Okay? So anything that's in my database that has a product code that begins with BR, and Barry is the only one it is, it gives you all those things here, which are 1,332 items come up in the database. Okay, and then if I want to make sure that everything that's going to be in this dollar and cent report right now, okay, is just BR work, I come up here and I go BR, and then that will just cut it down. So that's where the $42,031.12 comes from. So it takes, if you have combined shipping orders, combined orders in any way, it at that point takes them out of there, okay? Because SixBit collects them all. This person here bought 15 items from me, but only one was a BR. Well, that's gonna be. Now this is, evidently it was something that I had multiples of, because look, I got 3 I sold right there. And I'm selling them from $12.99, and they're going different places. I don't know what it is. At this point, I don't really care. Down here, it shows the extended price, meaning this line all added up, okay? And then the purple is the total income. That includes shipping price, okay? And then this shows the COGS, cost of goods sold. Now, if you notice, it's sitting at more than $3,000. Okay, well, that's because when we first start out, we start assigning what we think it's going to be. At the end, we decide, we find out what it is. Right now, we're running at about 50 cents an item. So any new items going in are at 50 cents, sometimes 25 cents. These could be $100 items, but that's all we have in it. That's how we operate. We buy in huge bulk, not knowing everything that's in the boxes. I bought a box once, and on the bottom of it was an $800 pendulum. Right? I didn't know that when I bought the box for $40. But I was sure happy when I found, actually, somebody else that was at the auction texted me about 2 weeks later, and they said, "Did you find that pendulum?" He doesn't buy parts. He was there to buy these big clocks, and he and I are pretty good friends, and I laughed, and we just laughed about it about a week ago. Anyway, so then you have the COGS, okay, then you have the shipping cost, so that number and this number should equal that number. Then you have final value fee costs. Then you have PayPal fee costs. Then it's extended, and then here's your net. Okay, so if you take, and I don't have a calculator online to show you this, so I'm just going to do it here. If you take the green and divide it by the purple, you come up with your profit percentage. Now, that is a net against these items here. Doesn't include employee costs, doesn't include overhead. It just factors in these. But an important factor is COGS. So if you took all this out of here and then you divided it up, you could get a direct, which we don't really use, return on investment. And that's basically your cost of goods sold and how much you paid. So let me again, I'm struggling here because let me see here. So I'm going to take the green, which was $31,677.68, and divide that by 42,031.12, and I come up with a 75% gross percentage profit. Gross in only one respect. It's actually a net on the cost of doing business on eBay, but we haven't put in the rents that we pay. We haven't paid the employee costs, a lot of that kind of stuff. So it's not a true net. True net comes in for us around 52%. So you can get a kind of an idea, we do okay. We buy low and the proverbial we buy low and sell high. Anyway, this is another reason I keep pounding on you guys. You really got to know or have a good sense of what you're buying. It's not, I got a good feeling about it. And good feeling comes after 20 years in the business. A good feeling when you're new in the business is like, I don't know, being flagellant after having a tummy ache all day. I don't mean to be crude, but it's not. It's just, you just can't have gut feelings when you have no experience. You have to have a lot of experience in that. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this. This is a really powerful tool. I take this number here and I plug it in here. And so that's how I get my numbers. I don't mess with this stuff here. Shipping is shipping. I charge shipping. I guess if you were doing free shipping, this would be an important number for you, the difference between these numbers. But I don't, so here's the ship cost. I never look at this, really. I really don't. Anyway, that's just on this guy's stuff, Barry. Anyway, come back and see us soon. We'll have more tips, and there's a lot of different things. Before we do that, we do sales tax reports over here. There's a lot of, different things that we do. Our sales tax report, I can't push it because, again, it will reveal stuff behind here, and I don't want it to. And but positive feedback received. This is stuff that SixBit puts in there for you. Then you get down to about here, and then you start seeing all the different searches I use. All these. This is a perfect example of, we went to a convention and we bought a bunch of stuff from 3 different dealers. So now I can follow, and we use this number as this extended number up here. Okay, we have a number that we put in, and then we have extended numbers, like here's some codes right here, where I can further break down. I really wish I could be a little bit more transparent here, but I really don't want to give away people's private information. So I'm forced to stay where we are. All I can tell you is this is a really powerful tool, and it really helps me a lot. I can sit here and look just look at some of these, what I search. This is what I follow. And this is stuff I can follow, on a daily, because I set this up. Here's a current month, the following month, last year, current month. And then down here, last year, all your sales, this year, all your total. So I push this button, I get immediate total what we've done from January 1st to this day, because when I set up the parameters, I said January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020. And since the days haven't happened, any day, tomorrow hasn't happened yet, I get a fresh total as we speak right now. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. Please like us. Please make a comment. Tell us what you think, what we should do. Ask us if you have specific questions about 6-bit that you would like us to explain better. And subscribe. Again, we're just starting out. We'll get better at this, but I just really want to see, people that really want to grow their business with 6-bit. This saves a lot of, handwriting, and all this information gets downloaded from eBay. I mean, 6-bit gathers all this stuff from eBay, and we'll go in and I'll teach you here's the item. They were running in this particular store. I don't know. We had to get to the bottom, but I know over 35,000 items because the item number starts, I believe, at 1. But anyway, this is a cool way. There's also, along with this number, in another thing, you can assign where you're going to put it. So if you put things in like totes or buckets, and you had those shelves marked, you can actually put those shelves in there. That I can show you here in another quick video. I'll teach you how to set up a listing. Anyway, just follow us, like us, subscribe, whatever they call it, and you can find us on Instagram at JR Clocker. You can find us on Facebook at JR Clocker.